Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the June 20th meeting, Mifflin County Board of Commissioners. We'll begin this morning with an invocation followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Lord, we thank you for this day and thank you for our beautiful county. Please guide our hearts and minds as we make our decisions today. Help us to work together and encourage each other to excellence. We ask this in the name of the Lord. Amen. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, first we have our minutes from the June 6, 2019 meeting. Do I have a motion to approve those?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
They properly moved and seconded. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Minutes are approved. Approval of the bills, Commissioner Postal.
We'll start with accounts payable. Accounts payable total $581,645.07. Our payroll account is $344,687.66. 911 account, $16,748.96. Two checks in the CDBG home account for $27,422.74. One check in the Act 137 account for $310. LEPC account has two checks for $642.67. And finally, there's one check in the liquid fuels account for $2,653. I'll make a motion to pay these bills.
All right, do I have a second?
Second.
Thank you. Moved and seconded. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Bills are approved. Treasurer's report, Deb.
Our beginning balance was $504,479.22. We had deposits of $3,018,229.75. We had transferred from LAPC $434.29. We had a voided check for $9,308.40. We agree with the reading of the bills by Commissioner Postal, leaving us an ending balance of $2,605,788.72. Our liquid fuels account has $364,264.92. Our Act 89 has $286,123.70. Our 911 telephone account has $2,188,901.90. Our LAPC has $36,486.41. Our local use fund has $291,390.06. Our capital reserve has $8,625,898.77. And our certificate of deposit has $3,054,389.22. And it's all subject to our audit.
All right, thank you. Any questions for Deb? Motion to approve Treasurer's report.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, Treasurer's report's approved. Meetings and events. We'll start with Commissioner Dunkel today.
Okay, it's been a busy couple weeks since we last met. I attended JVB DS committee meeting at the on Green Avenue, and then this past week on Monday attended the quarterly joinder meeting at JVBDS. I attended the Airport Authority meeting. We, the three of us as commissioners, met with the Huntington County Commissioners and the warden of their prison to discuss the potential for housing here in Mifflin County for their inmates, particularly for their women, but also for men if they have a need. Attended a repository meeting, department head meeting, soil conservation meeting, an LEO, Central Pennsylvania Work Task Force meeting, and a broadband meeting yesterday. In addition to that, we attended an Operation Fairness meeting, and I just thought that you might be interested in some of the numbers. Since we began this program 2 years ago, we have completely inventoried and assessed value to the heretofore undiscovered improvements in real estate that were not on the tax rolls. And as of this time, we have completed 11 of the 16 municipalities, and that has amounted to a $183,000 increase in county property taxes. For the school district, it has amounted to $361,000. That's the Mifflin County School District. The Mount Union School District, it has amounted to $44,400. So as you can see, a lot of revenue has been brought in simply by identifying those properties that were not paying property taxes for improvements that were made. And this is a program that we began shortly after we took office, and I think it's been very, very valuable. Number one, it's not fair that most people have to pay taxes and some do not because they didn't go through the permitting process, or because somewhere along the permitting process information was lost. And then also the bottom line, just in terms of new additional money. And keep in mind that for every dollar that is found like this, it will help prevent, or at a minimum reduce, overall tax increases that will be coming in the future. That's everything.
Thank you. Rob?
Attended 2 meetings at JVBDS, Consumer Advisory Board meeting and the Joinder meeting, Youth Park Association meeting. As Commissioner McDunkel had reported, the Huntington County Commissioners meeting and the Operation Fairness meeting. We also had a meeting on repository projects and how to sell those parcels. We had a department head meeting. I participated in a NACO conference call. That's the National Association of Counties, that we get briefed on national legislation that affects counties. The CEDACOG Natural Gas Executive Committee meeting, the DLI Board meeting yesterday, and yesterday afternoon, Success Together meeting.
All right, thank you. I had the PIMIC Board meeting in Harrisburg, the Area Agency on Aging Board, the meeting with the Huntington County Commissioners, Operation Fairness, Department Head meeting. I participated in the Rotary's Flags for Heroes ceremony last Friday at Kish Park. We had the JVBDS Joinder Board and Regional Services Corporation Property Committee, and also the Regional Services Corporation Board meeting, Mifflin County Library Board, Mifflin County Solid Waste Authority Board, Downtown Lewistown Incorporated Board, Success Together, and the Internet Advisory Committee meeting yesterday. Also like to welcome Abby Burke and Clayton Hetrick from MCTV here this morning. Thank you for filming and using a little bit of your summer vacation. I'll put in a good word for you so you can come to school late the first day. Not that that'll work, but I'll. All right, moving on. Do we have any public comment this morning?
I'd like to take a moment just to acknowledge one of our employees under public comment. Laura Simonetti is the head of our GIS and mapping department, and Laura has been elected as the president of the County GIS Professional Association of Pennsylvania. This group is comprised not only of GIS professionals, but also planning professionals, emergency services, assessment people. And it's quite an accomplishment to get elected by your peers in a statewide association like this. So we should acknowledge that and congratulate Laura on her new position.
Absolutely. All right, moving on to new business. Item A, request for exoneration of 2019 county portion per capita taxes. Brown Township Tax Collector Cheryl Hartzler has 75. Juliana Terrace Borough Tax Collector Jerry Dukes has 17. Newton Hamlin Borough Tax Collector Melody Kane has 2. Union Township Tax Collector Herb Zook has 50. Do I have a motion to approve these exonerations?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Item B, grant agreements for the Homeless Assistance Program, or HAP, for the period July 1st, 2019 through June 30th, 2020. Mrs. Fisher, good morning.
Good morning. These are our annual contracts for the state homeless assistance funds. There's no change. As of now, I would note that we don't have the official amount, so we're funding based upon last year's amount. If that would change, I don't expect it will, but if it would, we would have to come before you with amendments at that point.
Allison, is this money this comes from the state budget?
It does, yeah, it's part of Department of Human Services.
And has this been frozen at the same amount for some period of time?
Yes, it has. I haven't, quite frankly, I can't even remember the last time we had an increase in half dollars. It's been a long time.
All right, motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Item C, Human Services Department Fund, HSDF agency contracts for the period July 1st, 2019 through June 30th, 2020.
Again, yearly contracts for this funding, also state funded, also flat line funding. I feel pretty confident about this number because there's actually legislation that says at a minimum we have to receive 50,000, so I know there won't be a cut. And this is one that we haven't seen an increase in at least 10 years. And I can tell you, when I first started here back in 2003, we got about $150,000 in HSDF funds back then. So that's how much this has been cut over the years. I do remember that number. So we've seen substantial cuts there over the years.
Now, so what would happen if a miracle would come and the 50,000 would be increased? What would,
Then we
would that
have-
be a formula to redistribute that? or-
Well, I have an advisory board who meets to determine these allocations based upon the request. We put out an advertisement or request for proposals. Agencies then submit how much they would like to have. So we would go back to those original RFPs to see if people requested more than we were able to fund. That advisory board then would reach out to those agencies. And then, yes, there would be a formula that that board would decide upon for allocating additional funding.
Okay. Motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Thank you, Allison. Item D, request for exoneration of 2019 county real estate tax bill and relieve the tax collector from collecting this bill. We have a parcel in Derry Township. It was a county repository property at the time of the 2019 billing and should have been exempt. That amount is $411.60. Motion to approve exoneration.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Item E, proposal for YSM York, Pennsylvania for landscape architectural service for Victory Park to Dairy Park and Victory Park to Stone Arch Bridge Park trail feasibility study for a total cost of $14,770. Mr. Gomes.
Okay. Several months ago, we talked internally about trying to extend the trail, look at a trail feasibility study for an area from Victory Park to Rec Park to Kish Park, which was recommended in the open space plan and the comprehensive plan. And even though it's recommended, the question is how it would actually work. So we discussed how we wanted to look at doing a study to make sure it was feasible. So we asked for a proposal, which came out to $14,770 from YSM, which we've used before for other projects, including the dog park and for the boat launch. Do you want me to spell out how the funding for this is coming about, or do you care?
Yeah, yes, I would.
Okay. All right. And I guess we can talk about this too, the county part of this too. We're asking for $10,300 out of the Act 13 funds of the county. We already have a contribution of $500 from Derry Township. We just recently received through the Parks and Recreation Council $2,500 through RecTap, which is a statewide program, which we got competitive money for that. The Parks and Recreation Council themselves is contributing $1,000. Lewis County Rural is submitting $250, and the Victory Park Association is also submitting $250, bringing the grand total to $14,800. And so that's how it's being funded. So it's a collaboration of how this is paid for. And like I said, we'd like to move it forward, and she'll probably start this fall doing this. She wants to do it when the weather changes for it, not as far as doing it later. But I would, if you don't do it today, I would ask that you commit this money on Act 13 some point, at the $10,300.
Okay, but there's no general fund money.
No, but like I said, but if you use Act 13, you just need to approve it at the meeting.
Sure. Any other questions for Bill on this project?
I think it's good. It shows collaboration amongst all those agencies that you put together. So that's good.
And I would just like to offer a comment. Allensville used YSM Consulting to put in their trail, and they were extremely easy to work with and always accessible. The work was very, very professional, so I believe that it is an excellent firm to undertake this study.
And we do have certain conditions that we want changed, so I'll make a motion to approve this with the understanding that changes that we have submitted will be accepted.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Thank you, Bill.
One quick question. Do you
Yeah.
want me to come back later to ask for authorization on the Act 13?
Yes. Thank you. Item F, amendment to the master consultant agreement with Delta Development Group to extend the agreement for an additional 12 months beginning July 6, 2019 and ending July 6, 2020 for $3,000 per month. Motion to approve.
I'll just note that there has been no increase in the cost of this, the same as it was previously, so I'll make a motion to approve that.
Second.
All right, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Item G, agreement with Brown Township to provide planning services for the Reedsville Streetscape project expiring December 31st, 2020 for a lump sum fee of $2,000. Bill?
As you know, about a year ago, we received $835,000 on behalf of Brown Township for streetscape project, and in that discussion, we asked for a contribution to help pay offset some of our costs to help administer the grant. We've had this ongoing understanding for some time, but we've not formalized it, but this is a memorandum of understanding that we will get $2,000 for our services.
Okay. Motion to approve.
So I'll move.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Item H, deferred compensation plan fixed account amendment with Nationwide Retirement Solutions. Mr. Postal.
This is an amendment to the contract that we have with Nationwide relating to our deferred compensation account. We were contacted by Nationwide and to make a choice between two options, and I don't have the details of those options, but we discussed this with Nationwide and looked at what other counties are doing. And they have selected, I believe, option number 1, which we put in the minutes. So I'll make a motion to accept option number 1 in our deferred compensation plan with Nationwide Retirement Solutions.
All right, thank you. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Item I, application for county aid 2019 liquid fuels allocation, Brown Township, $5,061.98. Motion to approve.
So I'll move.
Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Item J, contract with Motorola Solutions, Linthicum Heights, Maryland, for two-way radio dispatch system and a Project 25 infrastructure upgrade for a total cost of $970,451. Good morning, Mr. Lucas.
Good morning, gentlemen, ladies. This is a joint project. We're working with the state of Pennsylvania on their upgraded radio system. This project will allow us to actually receive direct support from the state in the radio system and upgrade law enforcement communications countywide, including the district attorney's office, the sheriff's department, probation, and the prison. What this allows us to do is use digital communications, encrypted communications for law enforcement, but further, it also allows our law enforcement officers in the county to talk directly to their state and federal partners directly when needed and appropriate. So we were able to, various grants and various discounts, leverage the cost of this project. These two phases of the project are about $1.4 million. With the various discounts and grants, the cost of the county, which we paid by the 911 center, is only $294,000. $1.4 million original, down to a cost of about $294,000 in order to do these two phases. The third phase is replacement of radios in the field, handheld portables and mobile radios. And again, That'll be a separate contract after this, and we've already received a separate grant for that along with miscellaneous discounts. So we have to wait for the eligibility period for that purchase to be contracted. We expect a completion date late October. Some weather issues, but it's just coordination of labor once equipment is shipped to us.
Okay, there's to be a small contribution from each participating municipality.
Phase 3 of the project, the radios, portables and mobile radios, the total cost of that project prior to discounts and grants is $790,000. We've received discounts structured through Motorola of about $465,000, bringing our cost to about $325,000. Using funds we have from 911, and we're not using general fund costs, we're looking at about $275,000. For the local police departments, their cost is going to be about 10% of the cost of purchasing that equipment new, because we have access to state grants and state discounts offered through Motorola Corporation. So in essence, of the $790,000, about $400,000 are radios for the field responders, and they're getting that at about 10 cents on the dollar after the grants.
The larger the police force, the more money they need to pay.
Correct, yeah. I mean, applying the discounts and the grants, the cost for individual police departments range from Armagh Township, which, you know, fortunately for them, they only have 3 officers who work in a part-time setting, is $153 for about $11,000 worth of radios because of the grants. Largest department, equipment-wise, is Mifflin County Regional, and their cost is about $6,000 after grants.
All right, any more questions for Phil? Motion to approve the contract with Motorola.
So moved. Second.
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. Thank you, Phil.
Thank you.
Item K, personnel. Note, any hirings that we do at these meetings, the hirings are subject to satisfactory completion of background checks and drug tests also before starting. This week's actions, we have the resignation of part-time corrections officer Kevin Ryan, effective June 18th. Hiring of part-time planning clerks Theodore Detweiler and Tiffany Brock, effective June 24th. Resignation of part-time county detective Craig Snyder, effective June 30th. Hiring of Bruce Mann for part-time county detective, effective July 1st. Hiring of Joshua Pennepacker for 911 telecommunicator, effective July 1st. Resignation of part-time corrections officer Ryan Wagner, effective July 1st. Hiring of part-time corrections officers Carly Borman and Daphne Snow, effective July 1st. Motion to approve these items.
So moved.
Second?
All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Motion is approved. That concludes our agenda for today. A reminder that in 2 weeks, the meeting will be on Wednesday, July 3rd, because the 4th is Thursday. So the meeting will be on Wednesday the 3rd, 9 o'clock. We stand adjourned.